HRD Minister Prakash Javadekar is now joining us live. Thank you very much, Prakash ji, for speaking with us here on India at 9. 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks since the Prime Minister made that dramatic announcement about demonetization. What is the assessment in the government? Could this have been better planned, better implemented? The queues are still there outside banks, outside ATMs. I mean, the Prime Minister said, "Ye 2-3 din ke takleef hoga, uske baad it'll be all fine." 2 weeks on, it doesn't seem like that takleef is going away.
No. Right from day one, Prime Minister said that it's a 50-day. You give me cooperation and there will be inconvenience, but after that you will have the better life, because 50 years cancer of corruption and black money. If we have to remove, yes, everybody knows that when something happens, surgery happens, then you have to take rest and do little inconvenience happens, but then you become really better.
No, but Prakash ji, every day you are adding new changes. Wedding season exemption, you have a farmers exemption. But after 2 weeks,
shows 1 minute.
After 2 weeks.
Yeah. No, but I am telling you, this is, you can say, actually a responsive government. You must congratulate, because we don't want to inconvenience anybody, and therefore every day we are reviewing and every day we are giving relief. But we are also ensuring that there will be no provision whereby the black money can be converted into white. So that is also we are keeping track of it.
Minister,
what is important is
it appears, Prakash Bhai, 1 second, I'm here in Raebareli. Let me bring you up to speed with what's happening on the ground. You know what, Prakash ji? I'm in agreement with you when you say that yours is a government which is a responsive government. But it does amaze me that if you are only dependent on an app which is being used by I don't know how many people across the country using internet to figure out what kind of response is being generated on this. Can I tell you the number of people who are crying out because they cannot have access to this 2.5 lakh rupee limit that you have allegedly hiked for marriage? You really think, Mr. Javadekar, that for people in Raebareli, Lucknow or anywhere else, 2.5 lakh limit, does it work, sir? Is it feasible?
Yes, I have done my son's marriage by paying everything in check. Check payment you can make any amount. You can transfer by debit account anything. There are 1 minute. There are 62 crore debit cards in the country, and even farmers are allowed 10,000 rupees cash withdrawal from debit card.
No, so why can't the Prime Minister, Prakash ji, come to Parliament and say these things? That's what the opposition is saying. Today, Rahul Gandhi is saying Prime Minister can go to Japan, talk to people. Prime Minister can talk in a pop concert. Why can't he come to Parliament?
I'll tell you. That's a good question. First, let me make my one observation. Every channel I am watching for last 15 days, all kinds of questions are asked to the people standing in queue for hours, and they are saying, this is inconvenience, but we are happy Modi ji has taken this step. It will better our future. It will change my future of my sons, and that is what is happening on ground. Everybody is supporting everywhere. Nobody has blamed Modi ji any time. Now, unfortunately, Congress and many other parties have decided to side with black money. They have decided to side with,
I tell you one thing?
In the name of common man,
I was in the Prime Minister's constituency. Prakash ji, I was in the Prime Minister's constituency yesterday in Varanasi. And can I bring you up to date with what's happening in Beniabag market, sir? It's one of India's biggest wholesale markets. The small trader there, his business has been wiped out. In peak wedding season.
No.
If you and I, unless there are two Beniabags that you're looking at, Mr. Javadekar, if you want, I can play the story again for you.
Bhupendra. No, let me tell you, Bhupendra, first let me tell you that 86% of the currency when you change, there will be a problem for few days, but then it changes for better for whole of life. And that is what people believe. people, unfortunately, Congress and other parties have decided to side with black money holders. They have decided to be with the corruption. That is ununderstandable because their whole UPA government was in corruption.
If I can only say one thing, sir. If you become a government, Mr. Minister, if you become a government, if you become a government where you change your decision each day, and you say that actually I'm a responsible government, I'm responding to what is going on the ground, would I be wrong if I was to say that actually you went with this decision without any homework? You got into this decision, first you jumped into the well, you took the country to the well, and now you want the country to learn swimming on its own. Is that what it's all about, sir?
No. Bhupendra, absolutely not. Government really, in the very address Prime Minister promised on one first day, remains the basic fundamentals of the whole scheme of changing the currency. But as we get the feedback from the field all over the country, we are addressing immediately those needs because we don't want to inconvenience anybody, but we are not giving opportunity for black money conversion into white, A. And more importantly, why Prime Minister? See, Congress, if Prime Minister comes, they will say, even they can say that he must be present both in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha simultaneously. They are illogical. They have no ground to say anything. So what they are doing is finding out excuse, but really they are siding with corruption. They are siding with black money.
Prakash, can I ask you a simple question? Can I ask you a simple question?
Shankar Prasad said that they will come from 44 to 24. I can say they will come down from 44 to 4.
Okay, in the last 2 weeks, after demonetization was announced, 74 people have died. I just want to know, what will Prakash Javadekar today tell their families?
No, I'll tell you. See, I don't want to see. This is in a way what opposition is trying to do. Let us see what has happened. Because of corruption, thousands of people have died. For 50 years, those who have on merit have suffered because they cannot get job, because if they don't pay 5 lakh or 10 lakh rupees, they don't get job. That is the situation on the ground. We can't be partial to a situation and partial to something else. We can't be. And so therefore, any death anywhere is unfortunate. But that doesn't mean that people, you are asking everywhere. Yesterday I saw 3 channels doing rural, semi-urban, and I have gone all over the country on Saturday, Sunday. I was in the remote villages. Nobody said any word against this. I addressed 3,000 college students.
You are giving a guarantee. Prakash, you are giving a guarantee on the show tonight.
Yes.
You are giving a guarantee on the show tonight that the Prime Minister has asked for 50 days. At the end of 50 days, there will be no lines, no queues outside banks and ATMs. You are giving that assurance on national television tonight.
Absolutely. Lines will disappear very soon because already they are disappearing from many places.
Okay.
My servant today has gone to ATM to fetch his cash and in 20 minutes he came back.
All right. We have to wrap it up.
One quick point, one quick rebuttal to what Prakash is saying. Even this overemphasis, Mr. Javadekar, on the disappearance of queues outside ATMs. Actually, would I be wrong if I was to say that what has happened is that because of this crackdown, you all have created this environment in this country where people have been forced to rework their lifestyles. If I know that I will only have access to 4,000 rupees cash in a day, and if I do not have access to credit cards and debit cards, which many people in this country don't, you are forcing people to adopt a certain kind of a lifestyle. Why should that not be dubbed as authoritarian and dictatorial, Mr. Javadekar?
1 minute. Bhupendra Chaubey, you are saying that our people can't manage day in 4,000. That is not our per capita income. Where you are living, I don't know. I also don't get 4,000 rupees a day as a minister here.
Sir, I am saying
that is not.
But why should you determine it?
That is not
why
the
fix it?
Expenditure.
You're not answering the question. Why fix the limit?
No, nobody is fixing up.
Who gives the government the right to determine how much money I should have? Sir, it's my money only.
I'll tell you. these limits will go. 1 minute. 1 minute. These limits will go sooner than you expect, because, as you know, when you change 86% money, you can't print all money. 14 lakh crore we are gone, and now you can't have 10 lakh crore ready for printing. So simultaneously printing is going on, distribution is going on, and simultaneously things are happening. It's a wonderful thing that in 15 days, no untoward incidents, no people's reaction against this. They are patting Narendra Modi for this brave decision.
I must admit, yes, a large number of people are congratulating the intent. Yes, there are problems in implementation, but you're giving an assurance, not just 50 days, in less than that, the queues will go, the banks and ATMs will be back to normal. Thank you very much, Prakash Javadekar, for joining us.